Hello everyone, my name is Javier Melquiades de Sousa Garcia, and today I'm going to tell you my wishbreaker story. One day I said I'm going to go to Italy, but that travel will be so expensive. Then I took, no problem, I'm going to visit that country for a short time. Then I went to buy a round trip boarding pass, but all the boarding passes were sold. 2 weeks later, I booked my boarding pass and I had to wait for the flight. But the flight was delayed because the plane had mechanical problems. When I took the flight, I said, finally I'm going to fly to Italy, but I had air sickness for all the travel. When I arrived in Rome, I was very excited, but the airline lost my luggage. And I said, I'm not going to travel in this airline again. Then I had to buy all the lost things. Later, I went to the nearest hotel and I said, I'm going to stay here, but my bedroom was very stinky. The next day, I took, this day will be better than yesterday, but I was wrong. In all the city, the weather was very bad, the people were so unfriendly, the things were so expensive, and the food was terrible. When I returned to the hotel, I said, the next day I'm going to go to another city. The next day, I took a bus to Naples, but the bus had an accident and I had to wait for 3 hours. When I arrived in Naples, I stayed in a good hotel. The next day, I went to an art gallery for see beautiful paints, but I fell in a paint and I had to pay for it because I broke it. Later, I saw a clothing store and I said, I'm going to buy new clothes. I bought a blue jacket, a green polo shirt, a white cap, and amazing jeans. But when I was on the street, someone stole my new clothes and I said, I'm going to return to home. The next day, I took an express train to Rome. When I arrived in the city, I was ready for take the flight. But I got bumped from the flight, and I said, I'm going to buy a new boarding pass. When I bought my new boarding pass, I had to wait for 6 hours. When I took the flight, I said, finally this over. But the flight was so long. When I returned to home, I didn't have any money because I spent all my money in the travel. In that moment, I said, that was the worst and the most expensive vacation in my life. I'm not going to travel to Italy again. Thank you very much for hearing my story.